Hi, my name is Mike Waller, and I'm the owner of MW Sports Psychology Consulting Group, and I'm a certified sports psychologist. And today I will be giving a presentation on confidence when it relates to your performance in the respective sport that you're participating in. What is confidence? Confidence is having the ability to be able to perform a certain task in the sport that you're currently participating in. You know, people have varying levels of confidence relative to the sports. For example, if you are a tennis player, you might have confidence in your ability to serve well. If you're a basketball player, like for example, Stephen Curry is great at shooting threes. So the more he hits the threes, the higher his level of confidence goes up. And if in the case of a quarterback, you have Tom Brady, who has won 7 Super Bowls. So you know when it comes to football and throwing that football as a quarterback, his confidence level is off the chain. And then lastly, we have the late great Muhammad Ali, who said that if he could do it, if he has done it before, he could do it again, which speaks to him winning the world boxing champion on 3 different occasions. So his confidence each time he got into the ring, he had the ability to be able to perform. There are 3 parts of confidence when it comes to performing. One is skills, having the necessary skills in order to be able to execute the type of sport that you're playing. Without having the proper skills, you're not able to perform at the level that you're capable of. So you have to have the right skills, and if you have the right skills and you are repetitive in exercising and executing those skills when playing the sport that you're playing, then that increases your confidence. The second part is called skill learning, being able to take and organize a series of tasks that you consistently do over and again. And once you organize those tasks and you're able to complete those tasks, that allow you to build the confidence that you have as far as those skills. The third part is what we call focusing and planning. Just like anything else, if you focus and plan and you execute those skills that you have learned while the tasks that you have participated in, and you stand focused and you stand on target with those and planning those skills and while participating in sport that you're playing, that in turn helps you relative to your performance when you're playing the respective sport that you're participating in. There are 2 models of confidence. The first model is called vicarious experiences. And what vicarious experience is simply is when you see someone out there performing and that of equal ability of yours, you feel that you could be able to go out and it increases your confidence because you see that your ability is in that person. So in turn, you go out and perform, which help you to perform as well. The second one is called verbal persuasion. If an athlete, for an example, a quarterback is able to convince or persuade his front line to perform a certain way, then they go out and execute. That gives not only them the confidence to be able to perform, but himself as a quarterback, because it increases your self-confidence that you have shared your knowledge and your skills with someone else, which in turn help them to perform in their respective sport. There are 3 parts in order to enhance your confidence. The first one is physiological. You have to make sure that your body sensations are all under control without being interfered with any injuries, without any intensity, anxiety, or stress, because if it does, it would interfere in your ability to perform to your capability. The second one is what we call psychological. You have to make sure that your thoughts and your emotions are totally under control, where you are relaxed and you're concentrating to be able to go out there and perform like you're capable of doing. And when you do that, and when your mind is in control and you're psychologically feeling good about yourself, you will go out and perform according to your expectation and your ability. And the third one is, which I really like, is what we call imagery. And that is creating the perfect performance that will allow you to go out and perform to your capability. And once you create that imagery in your mind and you go out and execute similarly to what you just created in terms of your imagery, it does wonder for you in terms of your capability. There are different, in addition to those three, there are additional tools and techniques that you can use to enhance your confidence. The first one is exploiting your opponent weaknesses. It is done often in boxing. You know, the boxer and the coach and the trainer takes the time to learn the other boxer, how he boxes, where he might be doing this and might be doing that. And so he learned to exploit their weaknesses by, when they get in the ring, by watching having learned their tape and mastered the tape of their opponent. Then they go in and they have that self-confidence that they can go in and exploit the weakness of their opponent. Basketball and football teams and coaches, they study the tapes of the team that they get ready to play. They know that by studying the tapes of a certain team, especially if a team that they know that they're going to have difficulty or challenge with, they look at the plays that they play, how to execute them, to be able to know how to execute them when going up against them. And also the same with football. You know, the football players and team and coaches study the other teams that they're ready to go up against. The second part is what we call techniques, learning different techniques and tools that will help bolster your confidence. For example, you might like wearing your lucky shoes, your lucky shorts, your lucky whatever. Particularly in the case of a tennis player, there's a certain racket that he likes playing with. As a football player, there's a certain ball that he likes throwing. If it's a basketball player, there's a certain number that he might wear on his team that make him feel good. And so when he's wearing those, that enhances your confidence internally. The next is mental bolstering your confidence mentally, being able to use different mental techniques, you know, like breathing or think and meditating in order to assist and help bolster your confidence. The next one is, it is often done in football more so than in other sports because it's played on the outside, and that is playing in different weather conditions. You know, if you're able, like I said, football team, if you're able to play in the rain, sleet, and snow and what have you, just imagine if you did well and performed and executed well under those conditions, how well you would do when it comes to playing in nice 60, 70, 80 degree weather when the sun is out and shining and what have you. The last one is recovering from an injury. If you're able to go out and perform up to your capability that you once did post-injury or pre-injury, then that increases your confidence in saying that, wow, that I sustained an injury and now I'm able to go out and still execute and perform like I'm capable of doing. The next one is setting goals for yourself. Once you realize and accomplish those goals and continue the one goal you set for yourself, then you accomplish that, then you set another goal, and as you continue to stack up your goals and plan and focus on them and get better as you go along, that increases your confidence. The next one is what we call positive thinking. It is so critical and important that you positive think when performing, because if you allow any negative thoughts, negative situation or experience get in the way, it detracts from what you are doing and it not allow you to be able to go out and perform. The next one is what we call, again, imagery. You know, in addition to recreating, there are components of imagery. First, it has to be positive. If it's positive, well, as you create that thought in your mind, then you'll be able to go out and execute because you are sending the positive vibe out there relative to the imagery that you're painting, depicted in your mind. The next one is called utilizing all of your senses. When you're almost like writing a script, you have to use your smelling, your touch, your hearing, and all those. When you put all those together and you are writing your script and getting ready for that performance, then you'll be able to execute that as well according to, because you say you smell the roses, you saw this or you saw that helped to that in creating that imagery that you want as far as going out and perform that particular performance, in order to do that particular performance. And the last and final one is seeing it through your eyes. If you can see it, visualize it, then you can go out and execute. I've shared with you a list of tools and techniques that will help build your confidence when it comes to participating in sports. Because without having the confidence, and being able to carry out the skills that you have learned and acquired, through imagery or the skill sets or what have you, then you will not be able to perform. At the end of this presentation, there's a link that I want you to click on and to fill out the questionnaire to see where you are in terms of your confidence level. See where you are on a scale of 1 to 5, if you're in the middle or you're at the end. If you're in the middle, that means there's room for improvement. So I want you to click on that link at the end of this presentation in order to see where you are in terms of your confidence. Again, my name is Mike Waller, the owner of MW Sport Consulting Psychology Consulting Group, and I'm a certified sports psychology, and I brought to you confidence when it comes to performing in sports.